Hello and what is up, guys? Today we're coming at you with another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we're going to be discovering some of the Azorius Flyers deck. It is budget friendly, mostly uncommons and commons. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe and see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. But let's move on to the video.
Scar TV.
What is up, guys? So today we're going to be going into a budget Azorius Flyers build. The deck is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, mostly commons and uncommons, like I said in the intro before. The deck pretty much has a pretty low curve. It's 1 through 3, not really any super expensive cards, but the deck is pretty straightforward. You start off with your 1-drop Healer Hawk, Flying Lifelink, Loyal Pegasus, 1-drop 2/1, can't attack or block alone, Flyer, Spectral Sailor, Flash Flying, tap 4, draw a card, 1/1. Rally the Wings. This is pretty much the bread and butter of this deck. Pretty much what this will do is untap all our creatures. Creatures we control get +2/+2 until end of turn, which is very beneficial in like the late game when we're gonna get that finish. Cerulean Drake, flying, protection from red, which is very good against the current meta of the red decks that you see. And you can also sacrifice and counter target spell that counters you, so preventing someone from doing some direct damage to your face. You got Dispose, which is another utility card, which is pretty good. You can tap maybe one of their big creatures with the Dispose part, or you can tap 4 and get 2 1/1 color slap their artifact creature tokens with flying, and you gain 1 life for each creature you control. So I mean, late game, if you are playing against a more aggressive red deck, you can play this. If you have like 4 or 5 creatures, you know, add 2 more and then gain like 7 life is actually pretty strong. Angel of Vitality, if we are above 25 life, this has +2/+2, which becomes a pretty decent threat on the air. Cloudkin Seer, flying, enters battlefield, draw a card, 2/1 for 3, and then Winged Words, which is a pretty strong card in this deck with the fact that all our creatures are flying. So this card is 2 mana for a draw 2 card, which is very good. And then Empyrean Eagle, which is just going to buff all our other flyers. And then there's 9 plains, 9 islands, and Tranquil Cove, which is, you know, comes into play tap and you gain a life. The deck is pretty straightforward. Overall, the deck has a lot of creatures. There's not much in the way of spells other than Dispose and Rally the Wings. From some of the games I played before shooting this video, the games were pretty straightforward. I did lose a couple close ones, but I did put up a decent fight even against some decks that play, a lot more rares and a lot more utility cards without having any bounce backs or creature like target spells against your opponent's creatures. Someone who plays a deck that can be aggressive, it could be kind of tricky. But I mean, if you can get the edge on your opponent early, you should be able to take them down by like turn 4 or 5. If you get like the setup of the cards, like get a couple Rally the Wings, and you have a bunch of creatures. If you ping them for like 3-4 damage for a couple turns, and then come at them for another like 10 on like the final turn, creates a pretty like head scratching moment for your opponent. But enough of that. Let's go dive into the games, and after we get a couple games in, we'll move on to kind of how we can upgrade this. So today we're gonna be focusing on the ranked ladder, just because I want to kind of like try it against more of what the meta is. I mean, I could have done a standard event, and sometimes it's a toss-up usually when you play in the regular games. This hand has a lot of Rally the Wings and Angel Vitality. Nothing really early game, so I think this is a mulligan. Just in case our opponent's playing something aggressive, so we're gonna mull. This hand is a bit better. Yeah, I mean, pretty decent. Probably gonna get rid of one of these Angels of Vitalities just because they're more expensive. We're on the play here, so we get to drop our tap land first and then go to our, let the opponent go. Yeah, so we'll bring this into the bottom and play Cove and say go. Our opponent has some interesting sleeves and interesting avatar, and their name is Slaw, so this could be quite interesting. They haven't played anything. Okay, so they're gonna probably activate at some point. Yeah, there we go. Then we're gonna see what they're gonna be playing. Hopefully. I really have to learn how to actually sleeve up my cards, because I feel like every time I build one of these decks, it's either I forget to add in some of my styled cards, and or put in actual sleeves on the deck. I mean, it's not real Magic, so I mean, you don't have to worry about damaging your cards, but it's just one of those things that I noticed that I feel like I could do a better job at. We'll play the Drake and we'll say go. This is a little bit of a slower hand. Like I said, we had to bring into play tap land. They're looking at our Drake to kind of figure out what it is. They are playing a white, red, black deck. Interesting. The enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Okay. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna attack in the air. Deal 1. And then I think I'm gonna play the angel and say go. And if they don't play anything too crazy, I think we're gonna play Winged Words and hopefully get a land and maybe some more threats on the board. I haven't seen this deck, so this is kind of interesting. So I'm not 100% sure what they're playing, but it looks like some sort of aggressive deck just because they have Castle Ember Reach. They're gonna be targeting our angel, I'm assuming. It's fine. You can't. It's very interesting. Okay. So they have at the beginning of the end step, makes out a enchantment card from your graveyard. Interesting. So we got. Well, that's not very good. We didn't get a land card, which kind of sucks. But we did get a dispose and deploy. Okay. Interesting. No blocks. Non-token permanent. They like hand. They discard a card. Interesting. Wait, what? I can't. Non-land, non-token permanent. Alright, we'll get rid of that. That's fine. I think we'll play Winged Words again, trying to dig into our deck. Okay. We will play another Healer Hawk. The question is, are they going to block? If they don't, it's no big deal. We'll gain a life. They are gonna block. Nah. So this is interesting. This card could be annoying. Next turn we will play hopefully more than just interesting. Okay, so their deck looks like some sort of black, red, white enchantment deck that makes it so they it's fine. Yeah, so we may be in a tough predicament here because of what's going on. We're gonna actually do that to resolve it, and I think I'm gonna sacrifice this. And there we go, there's our land. Sweet. We'll play this. Awesome. This kind of does suck. This does put us in a weird predicament overall. I don't see us coming out of this just because they have okay. So next turn he's either got to sacrifice this, that, or the creature, which I don't think he's gonna do. I'm still gonna go with no blocks. And he also literally drew every single one of his Ephemas. That was quite lucky on his end. Drew land, which isn't that bad. This does not look good for us. They do have pretty much lethal on board. We could next turn rally. We could tap down their big creature and then block down. This is tough. I'm not gonna attack, of course, because that won't be good. I think they're gonna probably sacrifice the Ephema. Would be my guess. It's either that. Okay, so they sacrifice their zombie maker. Interesting. Nothing too interesting here. I think he's like looking at the board and be like, do I have it? If we had one more mana, we could play both and actually gain a crap ton of life. But we'll tap that to draw. And a Loyal Pegasus. What is that, 6? Is that 4? It's 4. They haven't confirmed or denied yet if they're done attacking. I feel like they feel unsure for some reason. I have to block because if I don't, I die. Take. That's 6. Gain 1. Let's do this. Okay. That's fine. So overall that wasn't terrible. I did get put in a weird predicament there. I did get put on something where it was making me pretty much kill a creature every single turn because that's all I played. Played against an interesting deck I haven't actually played against before. But I get the premise of the deck. So let's move on to our next game and hopefully we do a little bit better. I am only a rank silver. I kind of slacked off for the past couple days. I haven't been playing too much rank. This hand's actually pretty strong. We have a turn 1, turn 2. I mean, we could turn 1, or we could. Yeah, we'll go first. This doesn't seem bad. Actually, turn 2, we can do 2 creatures because I just realized I can't play a white creature on my first turn because I literally only have the Tranquil. I mean, an easy way for this would be to play the Shockland instead, to pay 2 and then just get a blue-white mana source. Our opponent's thinking. They also don't have sleeves on their deck. Doesn't mean they're not good. They don't have a pet either. So I don't know if they're... they mulliganed? No, they're probably baiting. Okay. We'll play that and we'll say go. So next turn we'll drop a Healer Hawk and... maybe we'll flash in. Oh. Okay. So they're playing, looks like a Jun Sack of some sort. We're gonna wait till the end of our opponent's turn and we'll flash in the Spectral Sailor. But I'm gonna assume it's fine. I'll take the damage. I wonder if they haven't drawn their oven yet. That's the thing. I mean, the question is here, do we... I think we play the Eagle so we can get some of our life back and do some actual damage. So mono black cat deck. Interesting. All right, well, he did that to us. That's no big deal. We can do 2 things this turn. First we'll attack, of course. We can play a hawk. We can draw 2 cards. Not bad. It is unfortunate that we didn't draw. Alright, so we'll have to do a little bit more damage. I don't actually mind taking the 1 point of damage because we're just going to gain it back. Next turn actually could be real big for us. Because I think what I'm going to do here is not play him, but I'm going to play a deploy. And get all the Thopter tokens, and then my following turn I will go ahead and play Ride of the Wings to do a crap ton of damage. It won't be a lot, but it'll be a good chunk. And now it really all depends what he draws here. He also could think that I'm using this to actually draw to draw a card, which is actually not bad. Lay flank when it's about you may sacrifice another creature when you do destroy target creature and opponent controls. That's perfectly fine. Oh, okay. It's either gonna destroy the guy who draws me a card or not. We are going to pass the damage. I am going to play Thopters, and we actually have this one in the game, I think, because I play this, everything gets bigger, and we swing for damage. And that's kind of how Azorius works. We kind of got lucky there. They were playing a black deck, which I am assuming is a cat sacrifice thing, as well as like a black aggro. I'm not 100% sure, to be quite honest, what exactly they were playing. Just for the sake of things, we'll move on to maybe another game or two to kind of like see how this plays out. Maybe we can see if we can hit gold rank 4 before the end of the video if I get lucky. This is tough. Opponent goes first. We're on the draw. I mean, I could keep draw cards. I'll keep it. It's not a very aggressive hand, which is unfortunate for us. So we're playing against another black deck. Since I don't have a turn 1 play, I might as well tap, bring a land into play tapped. I get rid of a plains because I don't really need. We will play the plains. We'll play the eagle and we'll say go. I'm kind of curious. This kind of reminds me of like the one deck that you get as like a starter deck so far. He may attack and think, oh, is he gonna block? I'm not gonna block. If he has an answer for the hawk, it's fine. I'm gonna get rid of dispose. We'll do this. We'll play this so we get more life. And he may try to target it. Next turn we could play. He's looking at it. He's like, which one's worse? I think he's got a kill spell. They always go for the angel. I don't know why. That's fine. It kind of sucks for them. We did get another angel. Yeah, we'll play the angel again. It pretty much canceled out their last turn. They're probably more than likely going to play the life gain guy. Or not. Interesting. No blocks. So they're playing some sort of deck that makes a copy of something. What we could do here is we could tap down. We'll do this. Next, we will pass on attack, and then we'll end turn. He's probably gonna attack with everything. Interesting. I'm very confused just on the basis of each one of these. These don't have death touch, or the Ega pump. You get +1/+1. How much mana does he have? No blocks. You can pump him up, it's fine. Or not. Interesting. He drew literally every single copy. I'm gonna get rid of the sailor. Just because I want the deploy. I think the deploy's strong. I mean, if I draw another one, that'd be fine. I'm very surprised he's being very slow about everything, because I guess he's like trying to figure this out. I mean, next turn I could next turn I could Alright. We're gonna pass, I think. He's got something in his hand that he can play instantly. I don't know why he's being very delayed about it, because we're frozen here. He's playing very, very slow. I'm not gonna attack. And I'm gonna end my turn. He's looking at his cards over and over again, so it's like, I'm not sure what he's trying to get at. He must be looking to kill something. Because he's analyzing each one of my cards over and over. Now here we... That's fine. So this puts us in a very interesting spot here. So I think we're gonna actually have him block down because he may not realize what's about to be in our hand. He may even pass blocks, which would be bad for him because I think we die. That's fine. In game. And that's where we almost looked like we did not have it, but we ended up pulling it out. And gold rank 4. All right, there we go. Moving up. I mean, even with this deck full of commons and uncommons, it's still doing decent against some random ranked decks. I mean, it's not like we haven't played anything that's been like meta per se. We have surprisingly not played a red deck. Now, me speaking of it is, guess what they're gonna give me? This Ajani here, more than likely playing a red deck. Just gonna throw it out there because I mentioned the fact that we weren't playing a red deck. Opponent goes first. We have mostly blue mana. We have some stuff here. I think we should be fine. I think we'll draw our white. Plus we're on the draw. Also, okay, so they've been playing a lot of black. I just realized that. That's another black deck. I mean, I could have flashed it in, but he's gonna attack. I'm not gonna block. All right, this kind of sucks so far. We have not drawn a white source. We have 2 white sources. They're probably like, what is he playing? Oh, nice. He's playing like a vampire deck. Interesting. What's the play here? I think the play is to play the Seer. Wow. So both of these have lifelink, so he's playing like a black lifelink. Ooh. Okay. I see what he's putting down here. Well, we're gonna chump this guy, I think. Because he doesn't have... It doesn't look like he has a lot of momentum to go after this. It's still fine. Alright, that's great. We'll play Rally the Wing. We'll play Winged Words to get more blue mana. We'll attack, I guess. It's like if I only had white mana right now, this would be completely different. Which is really weird, we haven't drawn any. Let's tap down this guy. And another blue mana. I swear I'm not, wow, I play another color. Seriously, what are these chances? Oh, okay. So we're just gonna play all of the sources of... All right, well that did not go well. We're gonna concede that one. Very strange that we did not pull out any white mana. You got, what was that, five or six different islands? We'll play one more just because I don't want to end on like a weird note where just RNG kind of got the better of us, and should have just mulliganed the hand, I guess, is what the game taught me there, because I decided to keep a one blue mana hand. All right, this one is very promising. You go first. We go first. Sweet. We don't have any coming to play tap lands. We have just regular. So I think turn one is going to be a Healer's Hawk. And then turn two will probably be... Well, depending on what our opponent's playing. Simic of some sort? Okay, they're playing a version of our deck. Interesting. But they added green. We're gonna pass. I think we're gonna play... we're gonna play the Eagle here. Okay, so they're playing like a Simic counter. We'll attack with one. Let's see what he does. See if he blocks up. I mean, it's not the worst of the worst. I mean, it could have been worse if we decided to, Alright, he is drawn dead land-wise. We'll play, Loyal Pegasus, if you don't have a counter. Nah, we'll just go one again. He doesn't want to block. Interesting. I mean, now we're drawing all our white mana. We only have one blue mana. I'll attack. He does not want me... You know what, we'll rally. Why not? Alright, I'll pay 2. It's fair. I mean, we are kind of like gonna only be paying him for like 2 to 3. He's probably gonna play a whatchamacallit? Interesting. Okay, we'll play a Tranquil, gain a life, and we'll say go. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do. It's like he's waiting us out. I only play, like... That doesn't have fly-in. Interesting. Whenever you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, he's got 4. I don't know. I'm gonna attack. All these have flying, unless he's got something. It's fine. Yeah, so I don't know what we were playing against there. I guess he got mana screwed. But yeah, there is another win for Azorius Flyers. So far the deck's pretty straightforward. We do run into the problem of if we don't get like if opponents play like creatures we can't deal with, we have to just kind of like try to beat their face down as much as possible, as we saw in the one game where I did lose. But overall the deck is pretty straightforward. It wins pretty early, allows like decks that that, you know, don't need too much of like a setup to do any more. But other than that, let's dive into how we can upgrade the deck. If you decide to play this deck, you want to add maybe some rares or some stuff into it to make it better. So let's move on to that. So here is the deck that is upgraded version of what we were playing, as it still plays the Healer Hawks, 4 of those, 4 Little Pegasus, 4 Sailors, 4 the Rally the Wings, 4 Drakes. We bump down to 2 Dispose and Deploys, and we add in 2 Dovin Vetoes. We also add in Hanged Executioner, which is a 3-cost card that has flying, and when it comes into the battlefield, it also creates another 1/1 flyer along with it, and then you can tap 4 and exile him and exile a target creature, which is good for some creature removal if you're looking for that pain in the butt creature you want to get off the board. Add in some Brazen Borrowers to bounce back creatures to an opponent's hand, and also you can flash it in, and it's also a flyer, which is still really good. Winged Words, 4 of those, 4 Eagles, still 9 planes, still 9 islands. Add in some Hallowed Fountains, and add in Temple of Enlightenment to scry. I mean, you can also, if you wanted to get a little bit more aggressive with the lands, you could always bump down the 1 planes, 1 island, add, you know, a set of Hallowed Fountains. But overall, this is the deck. It is a little bit stronger than the one we're playing. I mean, the other one, there's not really too much wrong with it. This one just adds a little bit more like a control aspect to it, so that you're not allowing your opponent just to play everything, and then hopefully just trying to damage your opponent down as quickly as possible. But guys, if you like this video, you know, hit that like button. If you want to see a particular build or want to, you know, tell me, you know, how you like these videos, leave a comment down below. And if you want to know when these videos do go live, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.